This tutorial explains how to name your securities so that Assidium can correctly identify them and find a value for you. There are two reasons why we need to be particularly precise about the identification of securities within Assidium. Firstly, because the system can handle shares traded on multiple exchanges, we need to make sure we are referencing the correct one. And secondly, because you can select from whom and how you would like to receive your price data feeds, we need to ensure that the cross-mapping is managed correctly. If you are using Assidium and manually entering your prices, this identification becomes much less important, obviously. We will start with the asset class Spot Equities. If you are manually booking a trade, use the auto prompt to find and enter the security code as supplied by the exchange. For example, TSCO.GB for Tesco. Entering the currency code and asset class of the security beforehand narrows the search and will make your auto prompts more responsive. The naming methodology works like this. The standard security code, in this example TSCO, is followed by a full stop and the country code. We use the ISO two-letter country codes. For Tesco, this would be .GB. The only tricky part is where the country has more than one exchange. We need to specify the relevant one, separated by a hyphen. For example, Billiton is traded on two exchanges, one in the UK and one in Australia. So, the British share code is BLT.GB. However, Australia has two exchanges, the Australian Stock Exchange, ASX, as well as the Sydney Futures Exchange. Therefore, the Australian listed Billiton, being a spot equity and not a future, and therefore traded on the ASX, is BHP.AU-ASX. Please see our user manual for a list of ISO approved, two-letter country and three-letter exchange codes which are crucial for us to identify your security. You can download both lists from the URLs at the bottom of this page, or click on the Help tab inside Assidium to take you to our support forum. Indices are named slightly differently within Assidium. There are a multitude of subtly different exchange indices, so please make double sure that you are polling prices on the exact one that you require. The basic naming rule is the same, but you add -index at the end. Let's use the FTSE as an example. When manually booking your trade, immediately identify the asset class and your required index. This will narrow the auto prompts and make them more helpful. Many possible indices can be found under such a broad category within the auto prompts. The FTSE 100 is named like this: FTSE-100.GB-index. Here are the Assidium codes for some other major indices: hang-seng.HK-index, SP100-stocks.US-index, DJ-ind, that's IND.US-index, NASDAQ-comp, that's COMP.US-index, NASDAQ-100.US-index, Russell-2000.US-index. For the Australian index, XAO.AU-index, that's the ASX All Ordinaries. Remember that the auto prompt reference the security code and the description, so check all the way down for your index code. There will probably be times that you want to load a security into your portfolio which is not a listed or exchange traded security. The markets call them over-the-counter securities, or an OTC for short. In such instances, merely prefix your security code with a smiley, a colon and a right bracket, and Assidium will assume that this is an unlisted security and treat it accordingly. For example, colon right bracket my security. Remember that your security will merely be revalued at the entered current price and will show a profit or loss against the average price of all the trades you have booked in that security. You need to update the price of your OTCs yourself in the My Prices tab. Your OTC securities will appear as unclassified in your sector exposure and country breakdowns. You may want to enter some cash holdings as well. The asset class is called cash, and from the manual booking screen you can see that the security code is the same as the currency code of the cash. For example, if you hold cash in pounds sterling, enter GBP, the price of cash is always 1. You are able to book multiple cash trades in different currencies.